Hey y'all. I'm going to be talking here about the Mandela effect again, but I just wanted to say thank you to everyone's comments and help with my new intro. I guess my previous intro was quite loud, and I was unsure of how to fix the audio, but I have figured it out, and now the music is at a much more normal level. So thank you very much for everyone's help with that. I'm quite proud of how it's looking, so thank you very much. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about what the Mandela effect is overall. Like, I don't think I've ever really said like where it comes from or what the name is and that sort of thing. So I thought today's video would sort of talk about that. So the Mandela effect is named after Nelson Mandela, right here. He was a prisoner in Africa. He was in jail for a lot of years. Now people think that, or people know that in the 90s he died in prison. We were taught that in school. Everyone, like anyone you talk to, doctors, scientists, your neighbors, everyone knows that he died in the 90s in prison. But nope, now, according to the textbooks, he died in, and I have not photoshopped this is right off the internet, he died in 2013. And he was out of prison, and he was, I guess, close to 90 years old. And this goes against what everyone remembers about Nelson Mandela. And another interesting thing that I was thinking about is, if he was in prison for so long, eating prison food and having to live the prison life, why would he live that long? I mean, you're not going to live that long. Like, I've seen what they serve in prison. It is not good, and they do not treat you well. People don't live to be almost 90 years old when they're in prison. That just doesn't happen. So this doesn't make sense at all. And no one remembers him dying in 2013. He died much, much earlier. So the Nelson Mandela effect, I guess you could call it, is based on him, because he was the first sort of proof of this Mandela effect, because no one knows of him or remembers him dying in 2013. He died much later. So that gave name to the Mandela effect, talking about other things. So whenever something else comes up, it's the Mandela effect, because that was the first one that was proven by people and teachers remembering it differently. There's other examples here, like another popular one is this one. Now, this was an old TV show. There were a lot of people that watched this show, had a lot of fans. I remember this show. I watched it a little bit. I always remember was Sex and the City. Everyone remembers Sex and the City. Are you going to watch Sex and the City? Come over, we'll watch Sex and the City. But if you look here, it's not Sex and the City, it's Sex and the City. And again, I have not photoshopped this. I took this right off a Sex and the City website. And this is all over YouTube. People are talking about this. I'm not the only one to bring this up. This is probably one of the top 5 Mandela effect examples. Sex and the City, how it's done now, and it's changed. So what's causing this? Well, that's a good question. There's something in Europe called CERN. It's a government facility where they're doing crazy experiments. Not much is known about it. It's kind of like, I guess you could call it Europe's Area 51. There's not much you can find about it on the internet. But again, I'm hoping to travel there once I get my passport in order. I've never been to Europe, so I'm looking forward to it. I have to find out where it is. It's not marked on maps. It's like government secret. It's very hush hush. But at that facility, they are doing crazy science experiments, inventing new kinds of chemicals, and it's having a huge effect all over the world. It's affecting people's lives when people are dying, the names of old TV shows. And the more we talk about it and get people talking about it, and maybe start having protests and getting on the streets, and I don't know, we got to do something about it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I've got more videos coming up here. Yep, the Mandela effect is real.